Hello, welcome back to Miss Casella's Classroom on YouTube. I'm so pleased with the number of views and subscribers. Miss Casella's Classroom has only been around for just a few weeks, really, under a month, and there's almost 600 views, and I've got 11 subscribers. I feel really encouraged and motivated to keep uploading more videos. People are viewing in internationally. This one is called Ernie's Cheerful Smile. It is written by Gina Gold and illustrated by Adam Devaney. Before I read this one, just wanted to give a shout out again to social emotional literacy. One of the reasons I like this book is because it gives examples of other words you can use. So instead of saying happy, mad, sad, angry, good, bad, you can read this book as a hook to your classroom or to your kids at home and then have a discussion about other words you can use to describe both positive and negative emotions. So you can have one side positive emotions on the chart paper and then negative emotions. And for example, more examples of negative emotions could be irritated, annoyed, frustrated. More examples of positive emotions could include joyfulness, proudly, cheerfully, just like in Ernie's Cheerful Smile. I also like this book because physically it's got a foam cover, so it's nice to have different textures in the classroom. You want big books, small books, mini books, medium-sized books, and you want books that have felt coverings, you want cardboard ones, you want books that are newspaper thin, you want books that have a shiny magazine texture. With our 21st century in learning, we are always trying to accommodate multiple intelligences, and we're also trying to accommodate students who are at different levels in one classroom. So this is a nice book where people can find common ground. And if you have parent helpers come in, Ernie and Bert, typically in North America, everybody knows about Ernie and Bert, Sesame Street, and it's a stepping stone to a conversation. Oh, I used to watch Ernie and Bert on TV. What are they up to these days? Maybe you have a parent helper who's on the shy side. This would get them talking. It's not always about the students. And with social emotional literacy, the fact that it's a priority in education, relationship building is part of that, building the school community and getting people talking. I also just wanted to mention briefly that if you have this book in a grade 3 classroom, maybe you have a grade 3 student who's reading at a grade 7 level. They're really strong readers. That's nice and everything, but you know what? It's nice to go back to a book like this or fairy tales because this is safe, and if you're like me, you're an adult and you just have a passion for early learning and stories and literature, this is a nice one to pick up and just have a little laugh over. So we don't always have to be challenging students. We want students to read books just for the simple fact of reading a book and loving it for what it is. So without further ado, I'm going to read it and I hope you enjoy it. Ernie's Cheerful Smile. Bert and Ernie were heading out to skate when it started to rain. Bert was very disappointed, but Ernie had a cheerful smile. Rain is great for flowers. Bert and Ernie liked to watch movies when it rained, but their TV was broken. Bert was irritated, but Ernie kept a cheerful smile. We can play board games. Bert accidentally spilled his water. He was annoyed. Ernie smiled cheerfully. Now we can try our new mop. How can you be so happy when things go wrong? Bert asked his pal. I just look at the bright side of things, said Ernie. You should try it, Bert. The rain ruined skating, the TV is broken, and I spilled water, "But none of that bothers me now," said Bert. "Why?" asked Ernie. "Because," Bert said with a cheerful smile, "I won at Monsteropoly. Woohoo!" As I read this story, I'm sure you noticed it was repetitive. So a classroom activity, you can create your version of Ernie's cheerful smile. Maybe you could say Miss Casella's cheerful smile or something like that, where the students come up with examples where something happens and then they have to look on the bright side. It's fun to have a one-liner, but Ernie kept his cheerful smile. The students love when you read books like this and then together they say it with you. Ernie kept his cheerful smile. And I just wanted to say too, books like this financially, they last longer. They don't rip as easily as the other ones. And I got it at the dollar store. There's a lot more you can get to that are social, emotional literacy based. And we'll see you next time.